today. Clickbait. First story in clickbait today is we're gonna take it to the Grand Canyon State. Arizona cannabis sales 1 year after legalization.
Oh, numbers are great, aren't they?
They exceeded $1.2 billion. Billion with a B, folks. Billion with a B. Yeah, and of course, this money is going to go to things like education and taxes, right? So Arizona collected more than $196 million, and this is from People if you want to look for the article yourself, but over $196 million in taxes alone from the cannabis sales in 2021, according to the state's Department of Revenue. Wow. Okay, and this is just, and this is the numbers from December hasn't even come back yet, folks. So this is just over 10 months worth of information. But in Arizona, consumers have purchased more than $1.2 billion worth of medical and recreational cannabis. And that means split up, I had the numbers, I think 703 million in medical use and another 528 million in recreational. Okay. And if you look at these numbers here, man, I mean, you see it right here. Look at this thing. The projections were
billions. Once you get into the billions, you can't shake your head when there's so many problems in each state, right? When you talk about education, when you're talking about infrastructure, when you talk about homeless,
look at this
when you
right
talk
here.
About
this graphic here that we have breaks down what the how they sold things and what projections were going to be. You know, your average consumer spent about $85 at your average dispensary. You know standard. What I mean? So projected sales were supposed to be 760 million by 2025. They only projected to make $400 million in 2021, and look at where they're at now.
Holy!
So they exceeded projections. Great I mean, by freaking more than double, right?
I'll say it again.
That's crazy.
Every time we talk about another state legalizing cannabis, what are we waiting for? Like, what are we waiting for? Other states that haven't done it, and just the federal legalization on it. What are we waiting for?
Get off your high horses, folks.
Can we be real? America loves money more than anything else. Let's be super real. So let's end this war on cannabis that's still seemingly going on for no goddamn reason. And make your billions. Make your billions, man.
And some of the tax revenue includes $7.3 million in education sales tax, $92.9 million in marijuana excise tax, excise tax, which funds community colleges and county health departments.
You're telling me they
so don't tell
millions?
Me that if we didn't federally, you want an answer. Every time somebody asks about universal health care, they say, who's going to pay for it? Who's going to pay for it? You know what? Legalize weed federally, and I'm sure we can figure something out.
No, that's a great
and the pot smokers would gladly.
I'll pay for it.
I'm okay.
I will pay for your health care, folks. If I got it, no matter how much weed I have to smoke, I am willing to smoke as much cannabis as it takes to pay for that, pay for your health care.
I mean, I have no problem. I think we mentioned that before. That's where I want my tax money to go to. It's to these programs, these LACs, these places where it's underfunded, education, medical, infrastructure, freaking parks. I don't know, greenery. You know what I mean? Everything other than what? Nothing, right? Take your money, take your billions, take your tax money. Let's go, America.
We need to get it together, folks. We really do, because the proof is in the pudding, right? Start in California, and we have all these other states, Colorado, all these things that are making the economy of these states stronger.
Before cannabis,
education. Think about this. I remember having an argument with an old buddy of mine who felt like it was wrong to use cannabis tax dollars for school funding.
Really?
No, it's wrong. You shouldn't be using that because
it's dirty money.
Because it's going to schools.
So
who gives a shit? It's going to make schools
and it's
better.
Not dirty. It's legal. It's legal. So don't get your.
He says, it's sending a bad message to kids, like it's okay. No. Like, no, man, it's paying to
educate yourself, people. Man,
you know what I mean? Where do you think this money goes when cigarettes? Cigarettes, when they get more expensive, they don't get more expensive because tobacco costs more. They get more expensive because they raise taxes on them.
You know, the education gets funded by the lottery a lot. How does he feel about that? That's probably pretty simple.
Some people call it gambling, right?
Exactly. Right?
Come on, man.
Come on, now.
Listen, at the end of the day, I look at it like this. If it's benefiting people and ain't nobody getting hurt in the process, whatever it takes. Education is one of the biggest things that we need to invest in our own people.
Mm-hmm.
So why not make that stronger? And if cannabis tax is going to make that a possibility, and if that means my children's children and my grandchildren are going to get a better education, I'm up. Let's light one up. Let's go.
Right. I mean, right. I mean, you look at all the studies that say that a good country takes care of their young, right? Because that's the infrastructure. That's the next generation that's going to lead your country.
I believe the children are the future.
I mean, there you go.
Teach them and let them lead the way.
If you have to. Sing it if you have to.
Yeah.
Like Big A says, a great point. If cannabis has to do it, you're gladly.
Sure.
So big ups to Arizona for legalizing, and it only took 1 year, bro. We're talking about billions of dollars.
No. It took
millions
a year for
11
them
months
to surpass a 5-year projection.
Wow.
Think about that.
Yeah.
Because the 5-year projection was what, $450 million?
Mm-hmm.
So they more than
like
doubled that,
something.
almost tripled that.
I told you.
They damn near tripled that in a year. They tripled the 5-year projection.
What does that tell you? People love cannabis.
People smoke weed.
That's what that tells you.
That.
People love cannabis more than they like alcohol, apparently, because they're willing to pay exorbitant amounts of tax on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
I was talking about off base here about how, man, this country, there are more people like us than anybody else. Like, people smoke cannabis, and the media, maybe social media, will make you not think that way, right? Like,
cannabis brings people together.
Bro, like, we're a worldwide.
Think about this
here, bro. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
What brings more people together than cannabis?
I've never seen a fight people smoking weed. Just being real.
Listen, how many times you go to a random place, meet some random stranger?
What's up, man?
Hey, man, you want to hit this joint? Sure. Hey, what's going on?
Maybe not
and you
these
sit
days,
around before you know you gotta
yeah, with COVID, you gotta be careful.
Nowadays,
COVID,
but
COVID puts the eyewash on that, but you get the point.
Yeah.
Sure.
You get the point. Before COVID, that's what it was. It brings people together, still does. Yeah. And now, obviously, it heals people. And it's helping people get better education with tax dollars.
Yeah.
Hello. It's a win-win situation, folks. Bro.
Hey, guys, it's Frank the Tank here. And if you like what you saw in today's episode, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. And for all new fresh content, go ahead and click right on over there.
Hey.
Watch out, Big A's. And if you want to watch some of our more classic episodes, go ahead and click right on that way. Every week Wednesday in the Cypher with the Potheads.
Yep.